Well, I think we might be live. I'm not quite sure, so I shall wait a moment and just check to see, are you there? I've got an Easter bunny, Jean-Luc, who's come to say hello to you today, to cheer you. And I just want to welcome you here. Welcome, welcome. Kalos ήρθατε, as they say in Greek. Bienvenue, willkommen. Hey. So what a delight it is to be with you. Jean-Luc will just sit down comfortably there. He's more comfortable, closer to the ground. It's suddenly got cold again in Greece. We had a few warm days, but it's typical April weather, and it's a bit chilly tonight. So Australia says good day from Kauai. I bet it's nicer there. Wiltshire, Oregon, Christina Lake, British Columbia. Radhika, thank you, doing a terrific job as a moderator, thank you. Arizona, Portugal, woohoo, Mauritius, oh gosh, that's somewhere you dream of, isn't it? So many beautiful places, Devon, Pueblo, Colorado, Copenhagen, Florida, Yorkshire. All these places have got different vibes, haven't they? Emerald Coast, Denmark, California, Boston, Leamington Spa, sounds awfully posh. Yes, beautiful. Iceland, Edinburgh, Chile, yes. Chilly Willy, Lincolnshire, Miami. Each place, the names have got frequencies, haven't they? Yes, with this Taurus energy, I'm listening. Derbyshire, Costa Rica, yes. Illinois, Essex. Yeah, can you hear the different timbre, the different tone of the energetics? It's great, isn't it? Antwerp, Malmö, Sweden, Houston. Yeah. So what a delight. And of course, living here in Greece, and I don't speak the language, I speak the language probably like a 3-year-old. Probably not as well as a 3-year-old actually, but around about that. So people are always asking me, Apapui, say, where are you from? And for a while I used to say China, so they would look again and go, China? But now actually I just say planet Earth. Because we're on one planet. And it's great that we've got this diversification of all these names of places. But since COVID, we're breathing similar air, or we know we're breathing similar air now. We become aware of it, more conscious. And yeah, and when I said it to this guy today, Achilles, he said, yeah, love it. Give me a high five. It's like, yeah, let's just really keep reminding ourselves that it's one Earth, one Earth. So as we move into Taurus energy, which starts on April 20th, and we're moving into eclipses, starting with a solar eclipse in Taurus on the 30th of April, the North Node is in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus, so we've got a lot of Taurian energy. And I'm also doing a webinar tomorrow about Taurus, the second house, money, your gifts, your talents, Venus, its ruler, as I go each month with a new webinar through each of the signs, the house it rules, the planets, so that each month you get a chance. If you wish to join me, you can always join later. Aries is now available if you wish to get it. You can get it from my website. But it will give you the basics of astrology from a conscious level as we move into new Earth, one Earth. And I've been doing a little bit of studying these last days. As we know, Mercury's soon going to get into Gemini at the end of the month, as soon as we get this eclipse. And so this is a wonderful time for studying, learning. The energies are favorable, and reminded that less than 500 years ago, Copernicus came along and said, well, actually, everything does not revolve around the Earth. We are going round the sun. And he was persecuted, and he was thrown out, and he was ostracized for coming up with such a ridiculous suggestion. 100 years ago, we thought that the universe consisted of one galaxy. 100 years later, with better telescopes and better technology, science is now saying that there are 400 billion galaxies. That we're living in an expanding universe that is, we know, possibly just 5% of it. So we've done that in less than 100 years, from one galaxy to 400 billion plus. And apparently, we consist of strings of potential, of vibrating strings of potential. I'm not a physicist, certainly not a quantum physicist, but more of us are beginning to learn as energy medicine, as vibration, as frequency, become much more widespread in our communities. Yeah, I mean, even 20, 30 years ago, if I would have said to somebody, oh, what a strange frequency that person has. Yeah, you'd have thought they were off Star Trek or something like that. But now it's becoming more prevalent. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is we've got this energy of Taurus, which is our Earth. But we've got Uranus in Taurus, which is the stars. And we are made of stardust. We are made of pieces of stars. And if we can, it's like the energy of Uranus is a very inspiring energy. It's uplifting. So the more that you can put yourself around inspiring frequencies, I mean, we get it, let's say, with, for me, I get it here with you. I get it here in this community. When I'm with you, I get a real feeling of like, oh, a buzz. Yeah, we're together. Whoa, this is exciting. Yeah, what can we do together? What can we create together? The energy is powerful when we come together. And the intention in these live streams particularly is always to uplift you and to find new ways of expressing the astrology from a much less limited perspective. Astrology has to evolve as we evolve. Yeah, so that's how I'm reading these energies. So thank you, by the way. People are sharing it in the chat here. Linz has been paying attention and tracking your energy and how you feel energetically in activity with the sun. There's all sorts of ways of feeling your energy. In fact, right now, because Taurus really puts us in this present moment. If ever there's a sign that wants you in the present moment, because Taurus rules gifts and presents and money. It's Venus ruled, you see. What is your energy right now? What would you say your frequency is on? How would you describe it? Can you feel what you are vibrating on? You could give it a percentage, you could give it a number, you could give it a color. What color are you vibrating on? If you had to say, what color am I vibrating on now? Yellow is a very uplifting frequency. Red is a strong frequency, yeah? What are the frequencies? So share what frequency you are right now. Tune in. Tune in. What are you getting, you piece of stardust? Galactic waves, orange, violet, says Walter. Beautiful. How high is your energy? Blue. 50% starseed. Greenish. Navy, orange, yellow, green. Woohoo! Violet. Look at that. White. What's mine? Blue, blue. Yes, blue. Yellow like a sunflower. Beautiful, hopeful. These are great. Yeah? Touching the face of God. Beautiful, Radhika. Orange. So let's think about what different ways can you begin to describe frequencies, because I think we need a new vocabulary. Yeah? Green, purple, sea green, turquoise, orange. Got quite a few oranges and turquoises. Awesome, awesome. And maybe you'd like to choose a color. You see, then we get to realizing that we are packets of information with endless possibility. I feel like I'm sounding like Deepak Chopra now, and I have none of his knowledge and I have no scientific training. I'm just interested. Gold, purple, magical, wowee, a whirlwind of frequency. So let's come up with some new words, and let's come up with new words new frequencies that you want to tune into. What would be your highest frequency right now? What's the highest frequency you can imagine? Maybe you think of Jesus Christ, the frequency of love. I don't know, I'm making suggestions here. Delight, that's a beautiful frequency. Geraldine? Yeah. Woohoo! Peace. Amber. Source. Hope. Love. Beautiful. Golden light, says Susie Gemini. Lovely. Romance, says Jeffrey. All right, yes. So you may just begin to, because this is channeling. When I'm channeling, certain frequencies come in. And with the Pleiadians, their frequencies predominantly are love and joy and playfulness. Okay, those are the ones that they come in. I mean, they do get serious sometimes, but these are their predominant frequencies. So what are the predominant frequencies that you wish to develop, that you wish to tune into? Because you can, I like that one, twinkling, Georgia, or Georgia, depending where you're from. Exaltation, woohoo! Yeah. So, and you can bring those frequencies in. You can invite the frequency of twinkling to come into your life. Yeah. So frequencies, we're working with frequencies, but the frequencies that you want to bring into your body for the highest possible potential to be realized. Because Uranus in Taurus, the eclipse in Taurus, the North Node in Taurus is about really being able to connect the stars to the body. Laughter, beautiful joy. Woohoo! Yeah, this is great. Everybody's really getting into it. Yeah, whether you're watching now or later, get into it, because tuning into frequency could be a choice. And you can change everything with what you decide to tune into. So, wow, we got off on something fabulous there. All right, miracles, regeneration. Yeah, okay. So put yourself or watch or connect with inspiration. I mean, for me, Joe Dispenza, for example, his work is very inspiring. For somebody to have been condemned by the medical profession never to walk again, to be somebody who goes around the world who's rebuilt his entire spine mentally, is for me an amazing, amazing inspiration. Usain Bolt, when he ran and broke records, that's exhilarating when you see somebody doing that. So really exhilaration. Yeah. Woohoo! What makes you feel exhilarated? Yes, I love this community too. You are amazing. Thank you for being here. You are a star. Woohoo! Yep, Joe, Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton. There are so many who are inspiring. Yeah, who inspires you and who takes you onto that higher frequency. So, this is an earth frequency. And yet we've got Uranus in an earth sign, and Uranus is anything but an earth frequency. It's a high frequency of awakening to the new earth. Gabor Mate, yes. Michael Sandler, Yeshua, it's great. So elders and ancestors, absolutely, Jeffrey. Who are the people that inspire you? Let's begin and share that. Oh, thank you. Pammy, yes, for sure. Oh, Pam, I'm not allowed to call her Pammy. Yeah, so who are the people that inspire you? I'm always delighted when somebody shares with me somebody who's inspiring. It's like, wow, yes, great. So what I'd like you to consider, because this Uranus energy is, the solar eclipse coming up, is asking you, how can I go beyond my limitations? Thank you, guys. Joe, Anita Morjani, Mahatma Gandhi, Bob Proctor. Great. We're getting all kinds of names. Rory Duff. Yep, absolutely. You're the yoga teacher. Yeah, it can be somebody that you just met in a bank. Yeah, it can be anybody. Yeah. Rudolf Steiner's work. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. So there's so much. And there are so many unknowns who are going to pop out. Yeah, we've got some knowns and unknowns are going to come out now. Yeah. And I'm reminded that this has been for some of you Easter coming in Greece, but this is a time of rising up. Yes, it was a time when Jesus rose from the dead. And it's a new beginning, a solar eclipse coming up, a new chance, a new possibility. And it's really important not to put yourself down. All right, there's a really great, my rabbi told a great story for the Pesach Seder. He said that there were two brothers, a younger and an older brother. And the older brother was shorter than the younger brother. And there was only a year difference, but the younger one was taller. And one day, he came in the room and the older brother was pushing the younger brother down. On his head, he was pushing him down. And he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm pushing him down because I want to be taller. I'm the older brother. I should be." And he said, and the father said, "No. You get a chair and you stand taller. You use your imagination, your ingenuity. You don't need to pull anybody else down in order for you to stand tall in your own glory." Okay, so how can you stand tall in your own glory? So time and time again, we are going beyond our limits. When Roger Bannister ran the 4-minute mile, before that, everybody said, scientists, everybody, it was impossible for man to run a mile in 4 minutes. Impossible, absolutely impossible. 7 weeks later, others began to run a mile in less than 4 minutes. Only took 7 weeks for people to catch up. And maybe it was less than that. We just didn't have high technology that we have now. 50 years later, almost 50 years later, since he ran that less than 4 minute mile, the mile is run now by athletes in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Massive improvement in what man, woman has been able to do with the physical body. So where are you limiting yourself in your world, in your life, where you can go beyond that 4 minute mile, 3 minutes and 33 seconds, to break the limits of your thinking? Because that's what this eclipse is about. That's what this energy of Uranus in Taurus is about. We have to break the limits of our thinking for a new financial system. Uranus Taurus is our financial system. We know the system as is broken. It's been corrupted. It's been misused. It's been, I don't want to really go there, but it's not what we need moving forwards to a new earth. We need a new system, a brand new equitable system, one whereby we are not slaves, but whereby our greatest potential, unlimited potential, the stardust that you are, and we can believe those greatest things for ourselves and for others. Oh, yes, we can. So, lovely, great. Jeffrey, imagining prosperity for everybody, beautiful. So, where would you say in your life, if you had to say right now, where am I limiting myself? What am I saying that I can't do? It's too late for me, I'm too old, I didn't start soon enough, I'm not educated enough, I don't have enough money, I don't... What are all the excuses? Yes, thank you, Alice. You shall do this and more. But now that science recognizes that we are packets of unlimited vibration, and our thoughts can create a new packet of new information that can then be actualized in the physical. Susie, a trip to India, no more excuses. Great. Nothing, 60, you're still a baby. Woohoo, yes. Radhika, thank you. You're encouraging people to share. They're doing brilliantly. Erin, your memory is improving every day. How good do you want it to get? What do you want to be able to remember? All right, overthinking your relationships and the future. Okay, so what could you imagine? What would you like to imagine that you could do that you think is so difficult right now? Woohoo! For me, I've got to the place now as I am seeing myself speaking fluent Greek. I'm sick of people saying, oh, it's such a difficult language. And I've joined in. I've said, oh, yeah, it's difficult. Whoa. I've gone into that mindset. Yeah, gone right into those mindsets. So have something specific, if you can, that's measurable. I'll know when I speak fluent Greek, okay? I'll know when I can write it perfectly, okay? That's measurable. So the Taurus energy wants something measurable. So what could you get? Yeah, going to India, that's measurable. Okay, Jillian, writing books and coaching other people. Okay, brilliant. Studying astrology in more depth and stop making excuses. Woohoo! But yeah, all right. Beautiful. Yes. Whether you think you can or think you can't, absolutely you're right. Thank you, Lighten Up Holistic. Absolutely. Okay, Johnny, having a home. So, but something that takes you outside of what is comfortable. Taurus likes comfort. Taurus does not like much change. Not much. Likes it to be nice and secure and stable. Jeffrey planting some trees, watching them grow. Erin writing the children's books. Do you believe you can do it? Can you see yourself doing it? Helping the homeless in America. Thank you, Laurel Ann. Beautiful. You guys are amazing. Woohoo! Healing on a more natural way. All right, excellent. All right. So just begin to ask yourself, what do I believe is possible for me? What do you believe is possible for you? Don't put limitations on your children, on your parents, on your relatives, on your friends. Don't put limitations in your thinking on them. And certainly more than anything, don't put limitations on you. Getting sober, awesome. Martial arts. Marianne, not trying, doing it, seeing yourself absolutely being able to do it. If you would have asked me before the Pleiadians came through that I would be able to sit in a lotus position for hours on end, comfortably, I would have laughed you all the way to Mars and back. Never mind the Pleiades. And now I can do that. And I had the stiffest body from a very, very young age with very bad scoliosis. So is there more to do? Yes, there's more to do. And they're still working on me. And there's always more to go. We are always evolving and growing into something more. Okay. Wow. Heather, meditating for hours on end. I admire you. Awesome. Yeah. So I've seen the impossible happening, and it's so easy to get lulled into this energy of, okay, yeah. You feel so good when you've broken a record. You've broken one of your records, yeah? Measure yourself against yourself. Yeah. Woohoo! Okay. But try and make it as specific as you can. Okay, Reiki Truth wants to practice Reiki in UK medical settings. All right, awesome. See yourself doing it, see yourself there, offer your services, and be creative. Uranus energy in Taurus is about being very creative. Healing mystery illnesses. Absolutely, Nancy. Absolutely. The healing of the physical. Yeah. So Taurus rules money. This is a really good time to look at your relationship with money. So when I say money now, how do you feel? What's feeling? What's the frequency that comes up in you when I say money? I'm asking the question. It is not rhetorical. How do you feel? Do you want to change the word? Does it sit well with you? Does it sit comfortably? Neutral, okay. Sharing, excited, beautiful. Limitations, blessed, anticipation, screwed up inside. I love it. This is great. Insecure, fear, absolutely. Look at these variety of frequencies. Excited, and also your frequency may change. Sometimes you may feel excited, sometimes fearful, sometimes nervous, sometimes inspired. Yeah, I love money and money loves me. Yes, I used to have a little mantra I used to say, what was it? Enormous amounts of money now flow easily into my life by divine flow, something like that. Nauseous, money sits comfortably with you. Need more. The best things in life are not things. Abundance, privileged. Wow, wow, you guys are great. Thank you, you're contributing, it's amazing. Whether you're here now or later, it doesn't matter, because these are all the themes that we're working with, that we want to work with collectively and personally to raise this frequency so that the new financial system that we create is not based on fear, is not based on lack, is not based on slavery. Yeah, we need a different system, but we have to, and we need to raise our frequency to be able to be inspired to create that new system. All right, that's the energy that we're working with. Okay. Yeah, money is a frequency, and it's trust. It's only a matter of trust as to whether, consensus as to whether people agree that a $50 note or euro note or pound note is worth whatever we decide it's worth. But yes, the manipulation, all these old darker frequencies, they're not taking us to the new earth, the new planet, the new valuing of our earth. So you might want to work a little on your relationship with money. One of the best ways to do that is to count your blessings. Because if you practice counting blessings and also sending blessings, but if you count all the things, if you begin to count, you'll find that it's limitless. And the more things that you begin to count, the more abundant you feel, the more wealthy you feel. Wow, it's just, and more is added unto you. I'm not sure what the quote is. And I know this is one I talk about a lot, but it's very Taurian. So this is, if you like the energies here now, the Buddha was born under the sign of Taurus, the Pleiadians are Taurian. Yeah, Taurus is a very earthy sign, and it does rule money. And gratitude, and thanks, and being satisfied, and being grateful. Wow. So, name 3 blessings that you feel right here, right now. For me, having an internet, a new microphone to speak to you clearly, the beautiful feedback that you give and you share here, and a lovely warm cashmere scarf. Those are the 3 things that come up right here, right now. I could probably come up with many more easily, but I'd like to hear yours. Yes, grateful is beautiful, and Taurus is ruled by Venus, which also rules beauty. Yeah, so it's all connected. It's all connected. Yes, self-worth, absolutely. What you give worth to. What do you give value to? Oh, Kenny Cat, husband and cat and bracha. Oh, thank you. Sunshine, being alive, and animals. Thank you, Étoile Filante. Beautiful. This community, nature, and your loving mother. Beautiful, Senior. Sorry if I don't pronounce your names correctly. Please forgive me. Walter, love in your heart. All right. Woohoo! Love, warm weather, everything about life. This is great. And it's just the awareness. Your apartment, roof over your head, food, with aliveness, safe, grateful. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. I love that you're sharing. Grateful for your breath, your puppy, and being able to drive where you please. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, the chat's going through really quickly, so if I miss you, I'm not really missing you. I just can't speak quickly enough. So I love this. I just love the way you are sharing here and now and willing to participate. It's that willingness to participate in the creation of this new earth. It's that willingness that's so beautiful here. Thank you so, so much. I feel really honored to be in your presence. It's an honor, it's a privilege, and a joy. So do remember that Taurus is a slower energy. You may find yourself wanting to go more slowly. Whatever takes you into a slower frequency is wonderful. So, of course, it's interesting that the words medicine and meditation come from the same Latin root, which means, I've just forgotten. Wait a minute, it'll come back. Goodness gracious, I was sounding ever so knowledgeable there, and just shows you, doesn't it? I'm being forced to live in the present moment. Meditation and medicine, I think, have to do with healing. Both has to do with healing and health and well-being, but there was another word. Excuse me. I don't like to cough into this sensitive microphone. So, Taurus is about the senses, slowing down enough to savor food, drink, seeing something special, the orange blossoms, a bird, a kitty, a puppy, a child smiling, whatever it is, a tree, and really taking in and being nourished by the beauty, allowing yourself to be fed by beautiful food, beautiful company, beautiful things, paintings maybe, whatever it is that is beautiful, and allowing yourself to be filled up by the sensuous of life. Singing is great, chanting is great. All these things are powerfully activated with this energy of Taurus. There's always more to say, but the energy is always about slowing down. You don't miss the moment. And I don't know if I would love to have shared this. It's 1 minute clip, 1/2 minutes, but it's copyrighted. But you might want to go and watch, if you haven't seen it, something called The Gorilla Experiment. Find it on YouTube. I won't ruin it for you, but what I can tell you is that I didn't see it. And it may show you how much you are missing that's quite obvious. Because the attention span, apparently, since our smartphones and technology, has gone from something like 12 seconds to about 6 seconds now. So with the Taurus energy, just allow yourself to slow down. And in the words of Winnie the Pooh, what could be more important than a little something to eat? And if all else fails, take a nap. So I leave you with that. My darling Jean-Luc has gone to sleep on the floor here, so I'll get him just to wake up briefly and say, arrivederci, buonanotte, bonsoir, kalinichta, good evening when it arrives for you, and thank you, Radhika, thank you for all of your contributions. I appreciate you very, very much. Bye for now.